And upwards of 80% of minorities, Hispanics, Black Americans, support voter ID.
That was Chip Roy, Republican congressman, author of the SAVE Act, doing a classic bait and switch, saying, oh, so many people want photo ID for voting. Yeah, but the SAVE Act is anything but photo ID for voting. Let's talk about it and why Republicans want the SAVE Act. It's not about voting integrity. The reason Chip Roy slapped together this sloppily put together SAVE Act and is trying to desperately get it passed before the midterms is that he and the GOP and Trump can read the tea leaves. They know that unless they do something drastic, a blue wave is coming. Let me show you why. Every poll that's coming out says there's going to be a blue tsunami. Every election, early election, has shown that there's going to be a blue tsunami. And get this, this hasn't happened since 1964. In a generic poll of who you're going to vote for in the midterms for white people, even for white people, more are going to be voting for Democrats than Republicans. This has led to widespread panic on the part of the GOP. So they came up with this SAVE Act, which they say is all about photo ID, except if you go into a polling booth with your driver's license, photo ID, even if it's a real ID, in 44 states, they're going to say, sorry, you can't vote because of the SAVE Act. That's not enough. You need a passport, you need a birth certificate, you need something more. We're turning you away. Do you want that happening to you? I didn't think so. The Republicans are not telling anyone that's exactly what will happen to them in 44 states. What's this all about? It's about suppressing the vote, not validating the vote. About 10% of the people don't have access to any birth certificate. Tens of percent of people don't have passports. What this means is that between now and November, there would be chaos on the part of tens of millions of people to get the documentation they need, and many tens of millions of people wouldn't even know they need that documentation. Fortunately, it looks like this act is not going to pass in the Senate. Even some Republican senators are worried that people in their states, white, won't be allowed to vote. But it is consistent with GOP efforts over the last 6 decades. Try to make sure that the poor don't vote because they know that the poor don't vote for them.